All right. Let's see. So, so today I guess we're going to talk about, allowing yourself to feel. And I think that's it's the one thing a lot of us we don't allow ourselves to do. If you if you listen to some of these, you know that I'm a Brene Brown fan, and I think a lot of the times we don't understand, or we don't really fully realize that we're going through something. And I think that's why it's so valuable to have friends to talk to, or people in your life to talk to, if you're fortunate enough to have friends. And I think it's also really important to give yourself that time or that peace to allow yourself to feel. To understand that all emotions, they're not good or bad. Emotions just are. Feelings are just feelings. Emotions just are. If you're frustrated or upset or depressed, that's not necessarily a bad thing. And if you're happy or elated, that's not necessarily a good thing. They're just, you shouldn't categorize them, arrange them as good or bad. Because once you start doing that, you start beating up on yourself. If you're not feeling, happy that day, if you're feeling upset that day, you might think to yourself like, oh my God, like I shouldn't be feeling that way. That's bad. It's bad that I feel that way, and then you might start beating up on yourself for it. So that's a really important lesson, to just be with the emotion. Name the emotion. So if you're feeling emptiness or loneliness or sadness or something like that, you can say to yourself, like, right now I feel sad because I don't feel loved, or I feel like empty. That's the feeling. That's how I feel right now. And then you could delve deeper and first tell yourself that it's not a good thing or a bad thing. It's just, the feeling is just there. It's okay. It's natural. It's like a sunny day and a cloudy day. You're not always going to have sunny days, and you're not always going to have cloudy days. You're going to have a mixture. So that right off the bat will make you feel a little bit better. And then after you go through that process, you could go even deeper, and you could say, well, okay, I'm feeling this way. Is there a reason why I'm feeling this way? Am I creating a story in my head that's making me feel this way? What am I thinking about? What is this feeling? Where is it coming from? Does it have to do with something that happened to me in the past? Is it something that somebody said to me? Or is it an interaction that I had with somebody? Is it something that's happening right now? Is it a feeling that I'm having in the present moment because something just happened? Like, what is it? And if you sit long enough with it, eventually just that calm feeling will make you feel better. The calm feeling you get just from sitting with it. It'll make you understand what's happening. And it'll also make you understand yourself more. And it'll also make you not be so scared of yourself. Because I think a lot of us, we're scared of ourselves. We're scared of, feeling upset. We're terrified of being depressed. We're terrified of being sad. We're terrified of even feeling anything that's not happiness. So we may, when we feel an unease happen within us, or a sadness, or a feeling that, one of the most common ones is that we're not good enough, or that we don't feel loved. And when we feel that way, we immediately try to make it better. Whether it's putting on one of our favorite shows or favorite movies, or something that we're binge watching, or something like that. Because it is kind of scary to actually go within and really figure out what's happening with you, or why you're really feeling a certain way. So a lot of people try to run from it or avoid it because they don't want to. Number one, they don't want to feel that way. Number two, they don't want to understand why they feel that way. So the process that I just mentioned, it's really important. There's this thing called dialectical behavior theory, and it talks about secondary emotions, where if you feel upset about something, you start to beat up on yourself because you're like, I shouldn't be feeling that way, oh my God, and that's the secondary emotion being triggered by the first emotion. And I feel like a lot of us have that secondary emotion, where we feel like we shouldn't be feeling a certain way, and then we torment or beat ourselves up for having that feeling. So it's also important to be aware of secondary emotions. Sometimes we get angry or frustrated, and then 10 minutes later we get upset with ourselves because we were frustrated about something or angry about something. Because we put such a heavy expectation on us to be perfect all the time. So emotions aren't bad, and they're not good. But it's important to understand that it's your actions and what you do with those emotions that are good and bad. So if you're feeling frustrated or angry within, and then you release that and you say something hurtful to someone in your life, or if you break your favorite coffee mug, that's when the frustration and anger becomes a bad thing. Or if you're really happy and elated and you say something really funny about somebody else but you hurt their feelings, because you were so happy and all over the place that you weren't aware of how other people feel, that could be happiness in a bad way, you know. So you know, so it's your actions and what you do with the feeling is what could be good or bad, right? Yeah, I think that's about it for this one. If you could, you know, if you do have the time, getting into Brene Brown sitting with Oprah. Brene Brown has 3 Super Soul Sundays with Oprah, and they're very impactful. They're very beautiful, and Brene Brown has helped me tremendously. And I think those are 3 of her best things that she's ever done. Is sitting down with Oprah several times. Anyways, I gotta go. Thank you guys so much. I'll talk to you soon.